So I took myself on the trip of a lifetime and I decided to travel to Cape Town to try to condense my adventure into words. I strongly feel would not do it any justice because it was honestly the trip of a lifetime, and it went something like this. You know me well, you know that I am an academic boss babe, and at the beginning of my third year, I decided that okay, this is my last year as an undergrad student in uni, so I'm gonna do something that is the moment for myself. You know, I want to do something huge, and I'm very big on the belief that it is of utmost importance that you treat yourself as a person, that you spoil yourself as a person. So I already live by those standards and I execute them very well. Decided to give myself something for any occasion, like, okay, you completed your workout regimen for the week, here you go, you know. But I wanted to do something big with that intention, but even bigger. So I thought, you know what would be amazing? The first time I went to Cape Town was in 2023, June, and it was so super cold. I loved it though, but it was so super cold. And I had the best time, but I feel like traveling with people versus traveling alone, the dynamics are very different and they bring out a certain vibe and experience. So I thought, you know what? I went with family in June, I went with family in September of 2024. I was like, you know what? Okay, the September trip was unexpected. I was invited by my mom. She was going for a work thing, so I thought I'm gonna go for sure. But in the beginning of the year, I thought, yeah, you know what? I have only been to Cape Town once, so I'm gonna take myself to Cape Town again. Why not? So throughout the entirety of the year, I made a plan of execution at the beginning of the year. And throughout the entirety of the year, I would make sure to meet my goal, whether that be savings or finding a place that I'm gonna go stay at, like location-wise. Okay, check. Activities, okay, check, done, completed. So I made sure to make a foolproof plan in the first place, because I'm the type of person to be super spontaneous. I'm a Gemini, and by nature, just being myself, I'm like, let's just go. We'll see what happens when you get there. But it's very important to make a plan. So I thought, okay, cool, no problem. I'll make a plan of execution, and I executed it. The reason behind setting this goal in the first place was I put myself through a lot, rightfully so, when it comes to academics. Like, I push hard, and I had pushed from first year. Fun fact, my certificate is right there. I graduated with honors, which is cum laude, which is like top of the class. I'm graduating with an average of about 75. I think my average was 80%, which is really good. So prior to even having that information, the goal was to graduate cum laude. Like, it was no other way, right? And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna achieve this goal. My goal was to get into a university institution because I was already in one, but it was not a university per se. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get into UP. That was my goal. I'm at UJ right now, but I thought I want to get into UP. Yeah? I'm gonna push with all my might to meet the requirements. I'm gonna do this. But that was like the 100th goal. Aside from that, I'm gonna push to graduate cum laude, and I'm gonna do it. Okay, cool. And this will be my reward to myself. If you know me well as well, you know that I absolutely love Cape Town, and being able to execute this goal is something that I'm gonna remember and keep with me in my heart space throughout the entirety of my life, because to say Cape Town was amazing and is amazing is to not do it any justice. Like, no. I set sail to Cape Town, not really sailing, but I left, I think it should be on like the 28th. And initially I had planned to fly down there, but I ended up driving down instead. I booked a ticket, hopped on the bus, and made my way to Cape Town. So the reason behind that is, in all honesty, if I could like, I don't know what it is about me, but the more I can prolong a trip, the better. So I was like, I'm gonna drive down and maybe fly back up or drive back up, but I have to drive down because I want to feel the excitement run through my body as I make my way to Cape Town. I want to pass this landmark and this one and this province and this location and town and city before I get to the final destination. I was like, I just have to, because it just heightens the excitement and the feeling, you know. So okay, cool. First of all, it was so late, and I managed to get to the departure location. Okay, so I got to the departure, my Uber got lost, took wrong turns, so by the time I got to the departure location, it was 4:30. I think I got there like 5:45. Me being the late person that I always am, I get there super late thinking like, oh, they left me, like I'm gonna have to book a ticket today and fly out. Like I don't have a choice because my accommodation was set for the next day, for the 29th, 30th, whatever the next day was. So I was set to arrive, because if you drive down from Pretoria to Cape Town, it takes it's less than 24 hours. I know that's like 18 hours. So I knew that if I leave at 4, I'll be in Cape Town by like 1, which means I can go have dinner, not have dinner, but have lunch, and then get into my accommodation. Because I had something planned, I'll tell you guys about it. I had something planned for that evening, so I had to make sure I got there at a certain time, changed, and then left, which in retrospect, maybe for my second solo trip to Cape Town, I will not book something intense on the first day. I will book something really simple and calm because it's a lot. But anyways, so cool. I'm thinking, okay, they left me. I get there, I get into the offices. I'm like, oh, I'm set to leave today. Office 4. I'm here though. And they're like, okay, cool. Here's your ticket. I'm like, okay. They're like, yeah, it's only arriving. The bus will only be here in like the next 20 minutes. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank goodness, because the stress I had, because I knew I was gonna be late. I went shopping, I bought necessities, I bought face masks, I bought new clothes, I bought this and that and the other. And I felt strongly that I had a lot of time, which I do not have. I always feel that I have more time than I do in reality, because my time is, it's like, I look at the clock and I see an hour. I'm like, you know, no. So I hop on the bus. The ride there was so fun. It was like, we left Pretoria and stopped in Johannesburg, and in Johannesburg, I remember I hopped out of one Greyhound and got into another one. So I didn't know this, but the way that, because I've taken a drive down to Cape Town before, but it was into Cape, so I didn't know. I was like, okay, cool, maybe this is the way they work. So lo and behold, I hop off. It's like 6ish now, but it's summer, so it's still bright outside. I hop off, grab all my bags. I have my one bag. I surprisingly did not have a lot of bags, which I'm proud of. So I hop off, grab my bag, grab my other bag that was with me, like my carry-on, and they're like, yeah, get in here. Okay, they put my bag in there. I'm climbing. So it was like a stacked bus. So I opted to go to the top, because I thought, let me real quick go to the top and sit in front. Yeah, I'm gonna sit in front so that I can have the view. I love a long drive. I am a sucker for long drives. So I'm like, I'm gonna sit up there and I'm just gonna immerse myself within the views. Yeah, I get up there and it's already full. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. They already have the territory marked. I'm like, okay, cool, it's no biggie. I'll sit behind them. So I sat behind them because I could still see the whole view from the seat behind the front. And I sit next to this guy, yeah, and he was so friendly, Shame. He was so nice about it, because usually, I don't know how other people feel about it, but usually when you come into someone's space, people can be a bit like iffy because they're sharing a space with you. But he was so chilled. He was just like, oh, hi, I'm a guy. I sit down, I put my stuff, I get comfy. I'm like I'm geeked out now. I'm excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving. Like, oh, Johannesburg, goodbye. that means we're going to Bloemfontein, and then we're going to Western Cape, and then we'll be in Cape Town. So I'm excited, yeah. Cool. And then Kimberley, Northern Cape, and then Cape Town. Okay, I'm like, okay, cool. We said we suffer a bit. I don't know what sparked or triggered a conversation between us, but I ended up speaking to him. I'm like, oh yeah, how are you? I think I was having a snack or something, and I asked if he wanted, which is random. I don't know how I did that, but I did it. So I'm like, do you want some? He's like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay, cool. He's like, yeah, my name is, he tells me his name. I don't want to say it because I don't know if I have permission to, but he says his name. And I'm like, yeah, my name is Drew, nice to meet you. I kid you not, the whole ride, I have a bad habit of befriending people on trips, and like, now it's me and you till the end, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, how are you? How's everything going? How's the trip for you so far? He's like, nah, the trip is amazing. Well, he said the traveling, not necessarily the trip, because he was going for school, and I later found out that he was going for school and I was going for a little solo trip, so it was in a different end goals. So cool. I'm like, yeah, how's the traveling being? He's like, no, good. We spoke from, don't know, it was dark now, so maybe 8 until like 1 a.m. just yapping away. I'm a yapper extraordinaire. We will talk about anything and everything, and we will immerse ourselves in the conversation. We will enjoy and indulge. That's just, excuse me, we'll enjoy and indulge, and we will enjoy and indulge, and that's just the way that I am. So cool. The journey goes on, it goes on. I think we traverse through a lot of topics, relationship dynamics, societal expectations, socioeconomic dynamics in society, and how that impacts how people engage. You know, with me, if you know me, we're gonna start shallow and we're gonna be in depth real quick. But I enjoyed having that conversation with him. It was like a great precursor to what the solo trip is gonna be. Mind you, I don't have a home anymore, yeah, 'cause I'm doing my postgrad, but when I did, I had never traveled alone, like to a different province. I traveled for my birthday trip when I turned 21 with my friend, but nothing like out of province, like in a completely different place, far away from home. I can't just like Uber home, call, or get a ride back. It's like, yeah, I gotta fly back or something like that. So cool. I enjoyed the company. It made the travel feel so much shorter, and I think we napped a bit. He fell asleep. I think I was watching YouTube videos. It's my thing. I love it there. And then I eventually fell asleep as well. And then, yeah, Bloemfontein, Northern Cape, and it was so dry. Like, I love the scenic route in Northern Cape, especially because the sun had risen. I'm not gonna lie, my bias is based on my ability to see, because it was dark from pretty much from the end of Johannesburg to the end of Gauteng till like Northern Cape, because it's Karoo like aesthetic. It's very dry. So I was like, we're taking videos, and I loved it. I lived for it, and it was very peaceful. I can't describe, I can't like condense it. It was a peace that was palpable, guys. Like, it was amazing and cathartic and just relaxing. Loved it. I highly recommend driving to Cape Town. We get there and I say bye to this friend I made, because he got up way before me, like way before me. And then I continued for I think another hour, 30 minutes. And let me tell you guys, Cape Town is otherworldly, like, fight me. But we arrived, like, the way it works when you arrive in Cape Town is, as you drive in, you see, like, okay, at first it's mountainous, it's a lot of mountains, and it's quite a flat plain with lots of mountains. Cool. But Cape Town, yeah, you get there and you can see the sea. It's far away, but it's like you can see it. And over there's some boats, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm here. I'm freaking out in a good way. I am here. I love it here. I see emotional and I'm feeling a lot and I'm thinking a lot because I'm thinking like, I did this, I spoke this and I executed this into existence, and the happiness that I feel right now is like no other. Like, I am such a deep feeling person, so I could feel the vibration from my toes to the tip of my head. But yeah, I get there. I got off at Old Marine Drive. I was trying to remember. I was like, Ocean Drive, it's not it. Get off at Old Marine Drive and off the bus, call the Uber. Mind you, I got there later than I was supposed to. I was supposed to get there at 1. I got there at 3. And the reason I say it was later, my check-in was at 3 either way, but the reason I say it was later is because I needed to get a few things ready before I left. Yeah, I needed to buy wig glue. I had forgotten my lace front glue at home. Needed to buy that. Couldn't buy it. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's fine. There's no train smash, because on that day I had booked a sunset cruise because I thought it would be beautiful to get to Cape Town and get on board. I love the beach. I love the sea. Sorry, love the sea. Love for the sea. So I was like, I have to touch. And people say touch ground, I have to touch ocean. I don't care. So I get there, I'm late. I try to get ready. It was supposed to depart 4:05 until it was like an hour 30 minutes. So just plus the hour 30 minutes. So I'm like hurrying now because I'm picking my outfit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear this, I'm gonna wear these shoes. And I had planned this out perfectly, but then in the heat of the moment of being late, I just threw something together. I didn't necessarily like love it, but I was like, it'll have to work. And then I headed to the V&A waterfront. I headed there. I remember what was happening, but you know when things are happening so fast because you're trying to get to somewhere. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I had a conversation with majority of the drivers, but I don't know if I had a conversation that day because I was like, yo, I need to get where I'm going. I get there, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to follow the directions. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll figure it out. I get there and they're like, no, you gotta go to the other side. I'm like, the other side? I'm late. I didn't say that though to them. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll go. And I'm like, thank you. But instead I'm like, okay. I go. And they're like, okay, cool. Here's your ticket. Just give this to them when you hop on the boat. Enjoy. I'm like, I made it. I'm not late. What? Come on now. So I walked towards the boat and it was so fun. I had my Polaroid camera with me and I had booked the one that comes with a little bit of champagne. I think it's a glass of champagne it was. And to enjoy with your sunset cruise, you hop on the boat. It's super vibrant, it's super loud, everybody's energetic. Like, there were hella people on that boat, there were hella people and everybody was having fun and dancing, but I was still trying to thaw to the vibe, so I'm like keeping to myself. I do that a lot, and I have quite the slightly intimidating face, so I'm sitting there like this, talking to nobody, but I don't mind. I was there solely to be immersed within the vibes. I don't want to lie. Like, I went there for the experience, I went there for the fun, I went there to enjoy myself. I did. And even if that meant sitting in silence and just observing and taking it all in, that's exactly what I did. Okay, cool. Sitting on the boat. We take off now. Guys, thinking about it is making me so happy. We're in the boat and it drives away from the V&A waterfront. Like, it was dark there. And we drive. I see, from where I'm sitting, I see a little bit of Robben Island. I've been to Robben Island before when I went in 2023, July. And I'm like, okay, cool. I love that I can see it from here. And then we drive down. If you know Cape Town well, it has like popular hotspots and it has areas that are around the sea. Like, the sea surrounds those areas. So there was Sea Point, Green Point, I can't remember the rest because I can't, but I could see Table Mountain. I even took Polaroid pictures that I might insert. I took a lot of Polaroid pictures of the sea and of the Table Mountain as well. And I had no joke, the best time of my life. No joke. It was like, and you know when you're in the ocean, of course the engine of the boat is loud because I was sitting next to the boat, to the engine, and it's like, you just, I don't know, like life just makes sense. Life just makes sense when you're in Cape Town. Like I love Cape Town. Life could be going wrong. My pill of solution, my like cough medicine version of fixing that is going to Cape Town. Kid you not. So okay, cool. I'm on the scene taking pictures. This couple offers to take pictures with me. I'm like, yeah, sure, they take pictures. I videotape it, and I'm like on the verge of tears, happy tears, because I'm like, I'm really here. Like, I wanted to go on a sunset cruise for the longest time. But I couldn't for different factors, because you know when you're in big groups, some people don't want to be in water, and that's okay for safety purposes. But I can swim and stuff, so not that I would swim like from the ocean, the sea to the shore. I don't know, but I can swim somewhat, you know, keep myself safe. So that counts for something. But yeah, so I drank my champagne. It was really good. I'm like sipping on my champagne, and mind you, I haven't eaten all day because I have been traveling, so I can feel like, oh, like, you know, like I'm feeling a little vibey. And it was so good. It was slightly bitter, but really good. And we circled around. So we started off by the sea point, by the V&A waterfront, and it was a little bit overcast there. But as we went down to Sea Point and Green Point, it was super bright. So the color of the sea changed, guys. It was like really blue, and then it was like really blue, like pool water blue, and then it was like dark, you know, like when it was overcast, it was really dark, and then it turned like this bright blue. So I think that's really cool how like refraction and light works, and colors, super cool. But okay, cool. They're playing music, people are like on the deck vibing. I would have gone on the deck, I'm not gonna lie. Like you could be inside, outside, where I was sitting by the engine where the captain is. Oh my gosh, speaking of the captain, so I was sitting there and the captain strikes up, it was so fun, like, oh, are you enjoying yourself? Yeah, because you're so quiet. I'm like, yeah, I'm having the best time actually, even with the mic silence. He's like, yeah, that's good. I'm like, yeah, how long have you been like working these boats for? Like, what is that? Like, how did you learn? And I got like a slight life story about learning how to, like, working the job and learning how to work the boats. And I was like, I envy you, because imagine being able to be on the sea every day. I don't care. You know how too much for a good thing can be bad? Not Cape Town, I'm sorry, babes, never that. So so he just strikes up conversation, and it was fun dialogue. And then I noticed people going onto the deck. So I contemplated, they said only 50 people could be, it was quite a big boat. They said only 50 people could be there. It was not giving 50 people, it was giving a lot more than that. And for safety purposes, I was wearing a dress, yeah. So I didn't want to be up there in a dress, and I already had like a bit of like champagne, you know. I don't want to like with them, and you can feel the boats, like you can feel this happening. So I don't want to be there and it's crowded and something potentially happens. Not that anything would have happened, but better safe than anything else. I don't care. Like, we circled back, we passed right by the Sea Point and Green Point again, and then we docked back at the waterfront. I was so sad. I was sad to get off that boat, I don't wanna lie. And I was like, hey, let me go have dinner. But I was so tired. My plan was to have dinner, I don't wanna lie. But I was so tired. So tired. So I went and got some Thai food. I went to Simply Asia, ordered these delicious, they're like spinach dumplings, but they're like made from spinach. And then I ordered some rice, like new chicken chow mein. Then I headed home. It was so fun, but I was so tired. I think I got home at like 8. I don't want to lie. I got home so late because it's super full at the waterfront, at the mall, at the shopping center. Like, everything's full. And there are a lot of people ordering food as well, because I really contemplated having dinner, but I was like, girl, duh. So I go back home and nap, sleep, enjoy my evening. actually had a tutorial in the day, so I tutored a bit that evening and then I went to bed. And but right before that, I danced the night away, guys. Full blast music. I'm in my Airbnb, like, ooh, I made it. Like, you know, I'm like losing it in a good way. So the next morning comes and it was now time for heading to the museum. I went to the Zietsmöcke Museum and I had the best time of my life. I kid you not, the best time ever. And eventually I got home after Zietsmöcke and I don't remember what I did or what I had for dinner. I don't know why I don't remember. I can't even remember, guys. What's crazy? But I had planned on making shrimp. I think I purchased some shrimp from Woolworths. I got a couple of ingredients. Please excuse my neighbors in the background. I got a couple of ingredients and I made myself some delicious shrimp dinner. But I was still so in the moment of the museum and experiencing that beauty and having gone for coffee breakfast in the morning. It was just such a beautiful day. Like, I remember I woke up so happy. I woke up so happy that morning. So it was a precursor to how spectacular and amazing the day was gonna be. And then after dinner, changed, got into my pajamas, and I slept. Woke up the next day, and it was my last day in Cape Town, my last full day. And I was like, you know when you're gripping onto something for dear life because it's amazing and you don't want to let go of it? Like, you are already like, oh no, like this is gonna end, but you're trying not to think about the ending too much. You just want to be in the moment and be happy. It was very much me. I was like, well, don't think about leaving, but like it's the last day. So I'm someone who treats every day like it's magic. It's amazing, you know, like it's like no other, like enjoy it, you know. So I was just holding on to it and be like, you know, it's an amazing day. Like it may be your last day, but you know. So I planned a beach day. I woke up so much later than usual because I had woken up at like 7, 8 the day before, and then I woke up at like 9, and it was a slow day because I had the whole day for the beach. I had the whole day for the beach, and I got ready, took my shower, packed my bag, packed a big bag. Wow, I'm packer extraordinaire. I packed so much because I wanted to make sure that I had snacks, and mind you, I packed so much and forgot an important thing, which is sunscreen, and I got sunburned like no other. And I had like a lot of lotion and like Vaseline and copper because I wanted to glow. Yeah, copper like no other babes. Sunburned, extraordinary, crisp, creme de la creme. So I get there, and no, I did not get there. I packed my bag. I had my snacks. I had watermelon. I had pineapple, my favorite fruits. I just wanted to romanticize the moment as much as I could because I knew like it was gonna be my last day. So I wanted to pour so much love. I wanted it to be like somebody planned this special day for me, but it was me, you know. So I got my favorite snacks as well the day before, and I packed this bag, packed my bikini. I was so excited for the bikini part. No, I didn't. I wore my bikini and then wore clothes over it, like this cute denim jean and like a white top, just tied loosely, because I knew I was gonna eat down like all my entire year's worth of working out. It not that, you know, you work out just to like have a banging body. I work out literally to keep fit and to attain strength. I'm gonna be very strong. So I lift for those reasons. But hey, there are other benefits, like looking super good. So I was like, I'm excited. You know, I don't wear bikinis ever because I sent to vacation with family. But I was on my own and said, cut. I was like, okay, cool. I look good. And yeah, packed everything, got ready, put on some makeup. Why? I don't know, because I wanted to be that girl, and I was that girl, and I am that girl, and will forever be that girl. So put on makeup to the light beat, and my hair, got my bags ready, got my blanket, and headed for the beach. So I chose I have been to Camps Bay and I have been to Clifton. Clifton 1 and 4, I think, or 2 and 4. So I don't want to go back to Camps Bay because it has a certain vibe. I've been there, I was there with family, it was amazing, loved it. I've been to Clifton, it was amazing, it was fun. It was really full, but it was fun. I didn't want to go to a beach I've been to, so I chose, it was between choosing the beaches that were far at the end of, what is it called? I'm forgetting their names now. Like Hoots Bay, like up there, you know. But then I chose, you know what, let me go to, I was very attracted to the reviews and the images I saw of Saunders Rock Beach, so I said I'm going there. Yeah, and it has with pools of water. I said this is my first swimming. I am a lover of swimming. I was like, I'm going there because I'm gonna swim. Mind you, I did not factor the fact that I was by myself. Yeah, maybe I thought I was gonna make friends who were gonna wash my bags while I swim. But anyways, so the Uber gets there. I hop in. On my way, so I passed by Clifton and Camps Bay, took beautiful pictures, it was amazing. Then I get to Clifton, I get to Saunders, I get off, and immediately I'm like, I made the best decision. I made the best decision that I could possibly make here. It was clean, it was beautiful, and it was breezy and warm, so it had a bit of like a cold breeze, like a cool wind, but it was so warm and hot, so I had the best of both worlds. Because if you can be outside and it's cool, but the sun, I love the sun dancing on my skin, just the feeling and sensation. So I was like, I'm here for every moment of this. Yeah, walked down, I saw the vibes, I picked a location, and it was very sunny. I think the sun, it was 12, so the sun was right above me. So I said, you know what, let me move somewhere that's got a bit of shade. So I walk all the way over there to the side of the beach, and I loved it. It was like up high, like there were these rocks, it was up high. I was like, I'm gonna settle here, but it was quite isolated. And I was like, because I was like, let me put myself there because there's nobody. And then go down and then like, you know, like be in the scene. I'm not gonna say swim, but like swim-ish, because I don't want to get too far into the scene. So, I'm like, okay, cool. I get there and it was too isolated for my liking. I'm big on safety, so I thought, you know what, no, I don't want to have to like get into any situation in Cape Town. Let me go back where the people's at. So I go back, but I go halfway because it was close to the pools with water, the rock pools with water, and then it was halfway. Then it was where I was, when it wanted to be, the super isolated place, because you can see the whole beach from there and everybody. It was just far from people. I'm like, okay, cool. I went back. I found a spot near these two girls that were doing their own thing at the sea and picking up shells. I was like, my kind of people, because I'm about to do the same thing. And I put my bags down by them. Fun, spectacular. Give me 10 more of those. Amazing. A moment to remember. Like, I've been to the zoo before, yeah. The one thing I didn't do last time was going to the museum, which had been wanting to go to, and I hadn't done the sunset cruise. But I've been to the sea and I've gone to the Ferris wheel, done a lot of activities. But there's something about putting my feet on that sand. Peace, guys. Therapeutic, cathartic. That's what it feels like. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's my last day. I'm no longer sad now. Like, I'm vibing, I'm playing with my feet in the water, I'm like running across. And I would like sit. One thing I found interesting and sciencey about being at the beach is you'll notice the rise in tide based on the change in temp and where the sun is. Like the more the sun set, the higher the tide rose, yeah. So I was initially like sitting maybe like, I don't know, 5 meters away from my bag. And then it was like, ooh, aha. Like, you know, I was sitting where the water would hit the rocks and then it would kind of splash over. I'm like, ooh, fun. After an hour, I'm like, oh, it's looking like I'm now submerged. Like because I was sitting on the rocks. Half my body's in the water. Let me back it up. Because I had my phone and Polaroid camera and stuff. I didn't want them to get wet. It rises again. Oh, let me back up. Until eventually I moved my bags. Like, it was completely dry when I got there, when my bags were completely dry. Like, I thought it was just like the beach as well. No, babes. I mean, it is the beach, but still. The water had risen past. There was a rock that I put my bags next to. It was probably my height, 5'4", maybe 5'3". But it had risen to my head. I was like, okay, it's time to move all the way up. And then I put my bags up there and I walked around and took so many seashells. They were so pretty, guys. They were beautiful. I took so many seashells for like memories, and I wanted to make like a frame picture with the shells I found. I actually have the shells with me in my closet. But yeah, took the shells, took pictures, saw fish. They were like little pools of fish, tiny ones in like random puddles of water, and they were okay. They were not like on the verge of like, you know, death or anything. They were like vibing in there, and I love that. Continued sunbathing. At some points I could tell that, okay girl, you are getting crisper than you really deliciously are crisp. I could tell that I'm sunburned. It was painful though, but I could tell that, yeah, I'm sunburned. And yeah, that was it. That was being at the beach. Being at the beach is it's everything. It's like symbolic of all the work I had put in to get to that moment, all the working and being a tutor and saving up my money and doing this and doing that and doing this throughout the entirety of 2024 that got me to that point. So I felt, you know, when you can do something as a person, it unlocks this like, it like proves to you that like, hey, because I had gotten my cum laude, my certificate thing in Jan, just before I left for Cape Town. I remember because I was trying to apply for uni and they needed it for post-grad for like doing my honors, because I'm currently doing that right now. Yes, an academic babe, we love it. But I had proven to myself time and time again that when I put my mind to something, I may not always succeed the way I want to, but I will always succeed regardless. And that is like this like exciting and powerful feeling to have as a person, like to be able to trust yourself. Like if I put my mind to something, I will knit and knit and I will push as hard as I can, but I will get there. So I did that, and the beach and its peace and the happiness it brings me reminded me of that. And then eventually it was time to leave. I packed my things and I ate that pineapple. I ate that pineapple and the watermelon. I ate those snacks and they were good. Like guys, I could live by the beach. I don't care. I could just live by the beach, walk out, have lunch there, like a fruit salad, a cocktail, go back home. I love that. And I bid adieu to Saunders Rock Beach. I said I'm gonna come back when I can. Next time I come to Giza, I'm bringing everybody here, family and all. I leave and I get back to my place and it was now time for dinner. So I took a shower because, you know, it's a bit sandy and salty. Took a shower, put on probably my best and most favorite outfit from Cape Town, and headed to the waterfront again. And I went to the Life Grand Cafe. So the thing about dinner is, there are a lot of lessons that I took from that Cape Town trip, yeah. And the one trip I'm gonna mention, the lesson or the gem of knowledge I took away from having dinner is, I hadn't been on like, this year I've been on so many solo days to myself. Please excuse the neighbors. I had been on like 2 last year. I had been on 2 last year, and it reminded me of the fact that sometimes one of the greatest loves you'll ever experience is going to be the love that you give yourself. It's going to be not like, oh my god, self-love, like literally the energy and effort you put into loving yourself, the energy and effort you put into doing nice and thoughtful and amazing things for yourself, that energy that you put in, it's like, it's gonna feed you, it gives you the life force that you need to not only continue living a life that is abundant and like fulfilling, but to also think, okay, I can do this for myself, so I can, through experience, I can have a bar or a barometer of how I want to be treated by people that want to love me and take care of me and be in my life like that, be it friends, partners, anybody, yeah? It allows you to be able to imagine and envision a standard for yourself. But other than that, I love myself. Like, I'm obsessed with giving myself the world and more, so it reflected that to me. And even though sometimes it can be super gut-wrenching going out by yourself, like it can be super intimidating, it's like you're alone, table for one, I don't know what it is, I get a rise out of it. I'm like, yeah, table for one, s'il vous plaît, and I am here. I already know what I want to eat. I'm hungry, I'm excited for the cocktail, I'm excited for the dessert. Listen, I came here to a party, okay? So, so I'm always super excited to go out on my own, especially to eat. And yeah, I got to the waterfront, yeah, and I got in. So the funny story is I had gotten in, I had only seen Life Grand Cafe's entrance through the back entrance, which is, it's not the back one, but it's the one where you can sit on the, like the dock, and you're sitting above the seawater and you can see the boats. It was so cool because at some point a party boat just like mine came, but a nighttime one, it docked in and people were having the time of their lives. I said, yes, eat that life, guys. They were so hyped and they were like dancing and it was like disco lights. I was like, it gave club vibes and boats. I said, yes, I'm here for every bit of this. But yeah, so I get into the friends and they were like, oh, they only have seating for one person outside. I wanted to sit inside initially, but I was like, stars, sea, outside breeze, that air, I'm here for it. I don't mind. I go outside. The only thing is the lighting, being able to film it's a lot more difficult outside, but I was like, I'm here for it. I get there and I'm sitting right by the walkway, like I'm close to it, so it's an area that draws attention, yeah, like a lot of attention. And again, Gemini, I guess, Aries moon, I guess, Sagittarius rising, I guess, but I thrive in situations where I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure. I call it the concept of like pressure makes diamonds. Not really my concept coin, but it's like scenarios and things that put me under a lot of pressure. It's just an opportunity to thrive. Like, come on now, I love it. It's like, yes, I will. Actually, it's difficult, but it's just like when I lift weights, you know, it's like, this is hard, but I can do it, you know? So, yeah, I'm like sitting there and obviously all eyes on me. I also look really good, so obviously, and yeah, eventually I ordered my dinner. I ordered myself a margarita cocktail. That margaritas have been running in my life the whole of this year, running at full speed. Every time I go out, it's, can I get a margarita, please? Unless they don't have margaritas, but yeah. And then I got the seafood. I wanted seafood so bad because I had like chicken and like Thai food. Those are my favorite foods. And I wanted seafood. I wanted the prawns and I wanted the calamari. I wanted all of it, yeah. And I ordered this like it's platter. It was so good. Guys, it was so. I highly recommend Life Grand Cafe, V&A Waterfront. Run, don't walk. Actually, drive quickly. Don't even walk. You know, don't even run. But I had my dinner, filmed it, took Polaroid pictures as well, and I said, you know what? This is the closing of a beautiful chapter, a big, beautiful chapter in my life. Like taking a solo trip in my early 20s by myself to Cape Town. It may not resonate as a big deal, but it is a big deal. I do fight me on this one, fight me. But yeah, I had the best time and I had the best closing to the best day because I went to the beach and I wanted my last day to be calm, not like I have a lot going on and I want to be hurry. I just wanted it to be calm, symbolic of like a sweet goodbye, yeah. And then I headed back home. It was so late, it was like 10. I headed back home, took another shower, had to get my makeup off. Packed my bag begrudgingly, teeth gritted, half-hearted smile edition. I'm like, okay, let me pack this bag. I packed it and I took my rest and sleep for the last time in Cape Town, and then I woke up the next morning, and just before I left, it was time to head to this Café Bonjour. It's like one of my favorite statements I write in my diary, which is a coffee a day. Yeah, it's just it's a sentiment I hold, where it's like a coffee a day makes the day better. You know, it does not keep the doctor away, it makes the day phenomenal. So I wanted to have coffee and croissants, and I did. I ended up taking a croissant to go because I was running late. You know, my departure was at 12, and I woken up early, left the Airbnb early, super duper early, left the King, and headed to, it was in Greenpoint, not Greenpoint, but it was this beautiful area. I can't remember its name. Gardens, I think. Should be Gardens. Initially I was actually supposed to stay in Gardens, but that's another story for another day. And I got there, and it was this beautiful coffee shop that had like, I'm gonna try to look for it and remember its name, but it had like this architecture in it that was like, you know, like steam pipes type of thing. Like, it was insane, and it was beautiful. And they would have this like mugs or whatever moving around in the coffee shop. It was sickening. It was very cool. And but also so super like I'm leaving. You know, had my coffee, had my croissants, and then I headed to leave Cape Town. And with it, I carried all the beautiful memories and beautiful experiences. I carried my love for Cape Town, which continues to grow. It is too big to handle. My heart should be bursting on my chest, just how much I love Cape Town. With it, I carried my determination. I carried the fruits of my labor. I carried my resilience. I carried proving to myself that things can and things will always get better. Things can and things, even if you don't feel like you're gonna attain a certain goal in life or succeed at something, babe, even me being back on YouTube now after not being on it for a year, after not posting for a year, for several reasons, I'm back and I'm better and I love it. You know, things will always get better. That's like the one thing you can look forward to in life, is like things will always get better and more beautiful and happier. So I was super grateful to align that sentiment and that gem of knowledge with living proof, which is being in Cape Town, you know, experiencing that. I plan on heading back to Cape Town next year, around my birthday time. So let's see, it'll be the birthday vlog. Like, it'll be a birthday vlog instead of a solo trip, but a solo trip / birthday vlog. And then the same in the one. But yeah, guys, to continue on the path of making your dreams come true and formulating and cultivating the happiness that you want to experience in life and being the happiness that you want to see. Because when I'm happy, all I see is happiness around me. Yeah, thank you for coming to sit with me and watching this amazing video, because yes, that is exactly what this is. You guys are like deeply appreciated and cherished. Like, you guys are stars. Yeah, I'll see you in the next.